Hey everyone, Jerry Miculek here. We're out on the range today. It's going to be a beautiful day. We're out early. It is some hot in July. The thing about shooting a shotgun weld is the consistent cheek weld to the stock. Gun has to be fitted to when you mount it. It's going to look exactly the same every time. And one thing good about an optic is, no matter where the dot is in the screen, if you see that dot on the target, it's going to hit it. So it gives me a little bit allowance for not having a perfect cheek weld. And it also gives me the luxury of shooting with both eyes open and getting a lot of feedback really quick from the dot to the target. So what that means, like on a slug target, if I'm shooting a slug shot at say 150 yards and I come up and I break a shot and I can see it half a dot to the left or to the right, I know exactly where the shot went. Whereas if you had a conventional rib gun with the big bead on the front, that bead at 100 yards covers probably 18 inches. It's really hard to beat precision. So gives me a little bit of precision on long, hard targets, but it also gives me the opportunity to shoot faster with a less consistent cheek weld to the stock. It doesn't sound like much until you start shooting fast. So what I'm going to set up for you is a little course of fire that gives you an idea of how flexible a red dot can be on a shotgun. And what I have here is, of course, is the Vortex Venom. I use the biggest dot that they make for this application. I'm shooting extremely fast with it, so I want to see in any lighting conditions. It's been an extremely rugged sight. Of course, the other feature I like about it, guys, is the battery cap is on the top. So once you get it sighted in, if you need to change a battery, you just unscrew the cap, put you another battery in it, and you're ready to go. So been extremely happy with it. I've shot them for years. Let's shoot. Get some! That was kind of fun. Let's go ahead and unload it. Hold on one second. Let me get it flagged up here. Empty chamber. That was kind of a fun run. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of swinging around. Let me get my plugs out so I can talk to you without screaming. All right. Woo. Come on downrange, guys. Let me show you what I was seeing. On this toaster here, we had an exploder behind it. We had some duct tape on it. Let's just go over what we did here. Our first shot was a 118, so I'm about 25, 30 yards from those poppers. And to shoot a slug, to get a good activation, I needed to hit them center. So it took me a little time to make a first shot. It was 1.18 hundredths of a second. And then after that, of course, everything started happening a little over 0.6 of a second to get to the next target. And then the split times were really starting to come in fast on the plate rack at about 18, 20 splits. And from there on, everything was going on. And the total time for 15 shots was a 690. To do the whole event. So shoot 15 rounds on a bunch of targets, 6.9 seconds. But as you can see, when I hit this popper, I shot it twice to get it down as fast as possible to stop the clock. And this toaster here, when they threw the target up, we had taped the exploder to the back to try to make it a little flashy there at the end. But the duct tape held the target together. You can see the first shot knocked the center out of it, and I hit it 3 more times, 3 times total, and the exploder didn't work, but we were still getting some. So maybe a red dot on a shotgun just might be for you. Get some.